country yenu ingekho serious kakhulu kukho umuntu wakhe wathi akekho happy ngepace yebanjwa hayi into zasemzantsi. Okay, molweni guys, namhlanje into sithethayo sithetha ngemiba ebukumila kunje ngale nto ndigqiba uyithetha. Sizothetha ngento ze-personal sex tapes. For whether we like it or not, for some strange reason, some people, when they are intimate and they are having their moment, they've got tendencies of pressing record in their devices. And we know that with technology, every other device can record now, whether it's your phone, or your smartwatch, your everything. Everything records these days. So it's there's that risk. This is one thing that I want us to discuss, Wayne, before it's too late. I know that we have a lot to discuss about, but I think we are late in talking about this topic. We should have addressed it earlier on while people are engaging in these kinds of things. I'm sure people have done 10 terabytes of personal sex tapes already, ever since sagas of couplehood started. So we are late in talking about this. Let's talk about this, way. Over to you.
Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's always another week, another saga. As always, we are happy to do these presentations and talk about the sagas of how Mzansi is going through. Hey, namhlanje, as Mzo says, it's
personal sex tapes.
Personal sex tapes.
Why are you using the topic? Why are you nervous? Do you have something on your phone? And is there something you're nervous about?
As always, is DJ Weekend Nomzo and Mazlo.
Okay, ndibona ungathi uske watatazela uwena ingathi sizawuthi makutyhile la phone yakhe sijonge uba kukho ntoni pha. Asinaxesha lamanyundululu wakhe, but into efuneka siyenzile today is to discuss what are the pros and cons, what are the risks, what are the benefits, and why do even people do it? Let's start about the why, Wayne. Why? Have you ever done a sex tape, and why would you do it?
Ish, have I ever done one? I have done one, man. Yeah, I've done. But I think it was only one.
No, I'm not talking about the number, but what's important is what were the reasons, and then
man, you see, you end up just running out of ideas. You're just running out of things to do, and you think, let's just be, what's that English word? Man, you guys are just trying to. You see, you have done the sex, you've done all the angles, you've done this. Then you get to a point where you think...
No, but the camera is passive. It's not adding to what you're doing. It's just capturing.
Mzo, Bona, you have done basically almost everything. And you're thinking, we want to add. You still want to add something to it. So what do? We want to watch this later.
Okay, then now you're talking. If you're saying we want to watch this later, then I understand that one. But what I don't understand is we've done everything. We want to do something extra. No. Recording there is not doing anything. You are still going to do all of the things that you normally do. So maybe watching it later, then what value does it add? I don't know. I'm sorry if my questions, they sound judging. Maybe I'm curious. I want to know.
I don't know exactly what I'm saying is, you're not acting sex when it starts happening. It seems as if, as a human being, you turn to another mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see.
Yes.
Just like, that even if you call your name and you are during the act, you might not hear us because you're in that mode.
100%.
And even you don't want to pee, you don't want to. All those things are locked in that mode.
Okay.
And I think now when it's done, you're back to your normal mode.
Okay.
And you think,
fair enough.
Okay, but you do it again and again and again. And then you feel, nah, man, this needs to be recorded. You want to see that act in that mood.
All right. But you know, sometimes when you know that you're on camera, then you tend to be self-aware because you know that there's a recording happening. So I'm sure you don't. When the camera is on, I stand to be corrected. I know that, sometimes even on this podcast when we talk to people, initially when we start, like right now, we are aware that we are on camera, but there'll be a time when the discussion gets heated, where we forget about the camera and then just be natural and have a discussion. So even then, when you just press a record on a device while you are having sex, you know that you're doing it for camera. So it might be hitting differently.
True that. Why? Because I've had Neo. Neo is a professional cameraman.
Yes.
That's Neo. He once told me that, I think we were discussing about Moja Love saw that channel where Mfundisi is called there and attacked when we play Malia Band and they beat him up and all that.
Yeah.
Or Temba man. Or those things.
Oh yeah, $99.
Yeah,
that kind of things.
He was trying to explain to me that most of the things are stage managed, because you can tell that somebody's on camera. Whenever there's a camera, people tend not to behave and be themselves.
Be natural. Yeah.
And this is when you see somebody goes like,
Yeah.
So you're right.
So even then, even with your partner, do you let's start from where it happens. I'm sorry to use you as an example. You are the only one that I have here, but when Apikaya, just think about the time when you and your partner decided to record your session, your intimate session. So Wayne, so you discussed this with your partner to say, hey, look, babe, I want us to be on camera now. Is that how you start the conversation? I don't know.
No, I think the way I did mine is I did it.
Oh, you hide it.
Yeah.
Hey, ooh, criminal.
Because I don't think they're flexible, man, to be recorded. So
whether you avoided the whole big discussion.
Yeah. So you just put it there and you go and start your thing.
Okay.
But I think somewhere in the process, with the movement and all that, the camera also moved. So now I was caught even trying to to fix it.
Ooh la la.
Because you can see, man, this ain't.
And then I want because anything during the time sex, anything a pasamisayo, even a knock on the door or something. It's a very sensitive moment. But now it's not so sensitive to you because when you are this acting, you are a porn star, you're acting now. But your partner doesn't know when you are busy fixing the camera angles and stuff. But how did she take it then?
No. Then she jumped. No. Hey, she jumped. Stop this nonsense when
Okay.
And just in funny. Then, I think after then we had to watch it, and I think we enjoyed it. Then we thought, let's keep it.
Watching it.
Yeah, but now we should be keep it. That was the time era memory cards in the phone. So let's move it to memory card. We moved it to memory card. Then one day we flew down to Joburg. No, we didn't even fly to Joburg. We missed our flight to Joburg, and we had to go and hike in Pau. Then we got this guy with a BM. Then he just said, he doesn't like music. He's just going to drive. No, I've got a USB. And I inserted that memory because it also had music. Do you know I lost that memory card that day? But it's probably it's probably 5 years. Yeah, it's probably 5 years I lost. But I never had any. As you're talking about memory card again. Today, my colleague was telling me that, when you take a picture, you go out with a mistress, you take pictures, then you move them to memory card and lock the memory card. I don't know, lock, whatever. Then, you leave your phone lying around there and your wife goes through your phone and everything. But instead of this instance, his wife took out the memory card and put in her phone and downloaded all the pictures from this memory card. And he started sending them to him, asking, Mando.
So the guy is wondering where she gets these pictures.
So now I was asking him,
Yeah.
how did this story end? He said he stole his wife's phone and set it to factory settings.
Yes, but you know, with this kind of thing. Okay, let's package this in this way. The risks, you just mentioned the risks. Let's since you've mentioned about the risks, let's talk about them. Now that you have that sex tape of yours and your partner in that memory card. Say it happens that you lose your phone. Then you've lost that memory card. Maybe because not so often we think about locking things of that nature. Because you're excited, you want easy access to it. So that when you intimate, you guys want to watch that thing. And then you watch it. It's quick for you guys to watch it. I don't know what's the point of keep watching it. Is it you're watching yourself in action? Does it make you feel like a porn star, or what is it? How does it work?
But isn't it basically the same as we go out at times and we take videos of ourselves singing along,
so that you can relook at that at that moment?
Yeah,
you're freezing that moment. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, probably the difference with the sex act is that it's something that is done in private when people are just the two of them.
Yeah.
That's probably why it just becomes wow, and now it's for public viewing. Why? Because initially when I sex, people have to close the curtains and lock the door and even play some music so that no one hears what's going on. Now, jiggy, it's on the streets then. Yeah. But otherwise, when they do it, and the reason, it should be fine. It's for the two of you. But then when you get to fight later on and somebody's now... Oh, have you ever seen... I saw another one now where the woman was licking. And isn't it one of these...
Licking what?
Sucking, actually. Sucking.
Sucking the
guy.
Okay.
But the guy was not showing his face. Some movie star or something, somebody who acts here in South Africa some months ago. Then I didn't show his face.
Is that not Prince KB or someone? I don't know.
I've forgotten, but now he showed only the girl. And then we could not see. Then he was just holding the girl's head, and the girl was down there.
Okay.
They fought. The guy leaked the video. I've forgotten who it was. And his face is not there.
I think I remember here.
But the girl is clear. You can see weirdo. You can see clearly,
Yeah. So you see, this is another very compounded risk that. And then I don't understand a point of this thing where it should stay on more than one device. Even one device is dangerous in itself because we got cloud storage. Sometimes it saves your things. Yes, of course, the intention of the cloud storage is for you not to lose important things. But even things that are very sensitive are being stored in that cloud storage. So it might not...
Cloud storage is safe though.
It's safe for who? In keeping stuff, it's safe. Yeah. But it can also keep things that that are not only for your eyes.
What do you mean? How do you access my cloud?
No. If I have your login details.
But where will you get my login details?
If at some desperate point you need something from your Google account, the same as I need to access a certain thing. I've forgotten it. Can I log into your phone? You log into my phone, and then you get whatever you want to get. You forget to log off. Now I've got access to your content that's on the cloud.
Okay.
Then if there's some incriminating content there or some very sensitive content that I could potentially download, then it becomes very dangerous. So I don't suppose, this is me thinking, if you guys, for some crazy reason, you and your partner decide to do a personal sex tape, watch it. After you watch it together, delete it. You guys have seen that thing. Let it stay in your memory rather. Because now, if it's on my device or on your device, like, share it with me, baby, I share it with me, baby. And then it's on two devices. And now, if it gets leaked, now we've got 2 points of call, which could be very difficult for me to trace where the leak came from. I use my phone with Zuki, so it might have been Zuki, but it's you and me who has this thing, who has this tape. Then how did it get on the internet? It could potentially create that thing. So if, let's say, it was recorded on my device, not that I'm endorsing this recording business, but it was recorded on my device, I don't see my girlfriend has got access to my device. Therefore, she can watch it on the same device. It doesn't have to go to the second device just to minimize the risk. And now, when comes a point where of a long distance relationship, where people are sexting. Is it called sexting or something? Lando, you guys are sharing. Can you show me a boob? Kafa, send a boob. Bengicela
This technology.
isendela se-left.
No,
this is not the left ball. I said send me the left ball. And then you shoot, you send, oh nice baby, and then kind of thing. Those things, they move through a server from one device to another and then into the network. Very risky. Dangerous.
WhatsApp, it's encrypted. You know.
Encrypted or not, but the thing is, you are sending something to someone. You don't know whether your partner there has gone to the bathroom and then left the device open, and maybe a sister or a brother was passing there and seeing this pop-up message, and then it's like, what's that? Hey, that looks like a boob. When they check on it, hey, they're like, definitely amazambane la.
Talking about Ilendo Yoguti, somebody will ask for your device and say, may I please use your device to log in and do some other stuff. I was at Maxon the other day. I mean, he came with his kids. So it was some girls and some boy some gay dude. So he's like, sorry, man, I gave him my phone. This probably that boy.
You gave him your phone?
Yeah, I gave him my phone. Like, I think it's probably 22, 23. So he logged onto Facebook. Then he was using e-message the whole night, man. Okay, when I was about to leave, California, I'm going. So when I got home, I discovered he's still logged into my messenger. Out of curiosity, let me just go through this dude.
No, besides out of curiosity, it's tempting to see that what is this person up to in their life.
Bruh, it's just lucky that there was no actually videos and stuff like that. Or I don't know. This nigga was talking to about 20 dudes, asking them to come to their houses for a fuck. Hey, bruh.
Hey, but this is Maxon's friend.
No.
And then Maxon's going to watch this podcast. So obviously, he's going to recommend to that guy to watch this podcast, and we are talking about this.
Man, it was a random meeting with those people. I don't think he even remembers those people. It was a random meeting. With two girls who came with this gay boy. Man, when I was going through he was talking to almost 20 dudes. Show me. Then he will say, please send me 50 rand. Then he called it. I've told you. I'm taking Condom now.
They're exposed.
Hey, this boy, then I'm checking times, then he moves over to the other one. This boy, hey, I could see this boy is up to something. I want to even that night. Hey, the guy, so I wanted to understand how he does it, because that chap seemed to be very, very busy. But you're actually right, and you device. Or I could have even screen grabbed.
He could have screen grabbed. They were on your phone. He was at your Messi there. He was at your Messi.
Because your name will be there and everything.
He was at your Messi, but you see now, all of that information gets leaked to somebody who's not so ethical. You see, which is why, now if you leak, if for some reason I leave my stuff, you're going to see like money issues, like passwords of some things, and then I get compromised that way. But this, there was a comedian who once said, he was saying that, hey, Indian people, you never hear Indian people talking about sex, and then they look also respectful and all of that, and then all you see is babies. You just see a person having a baby, the wife having a baby, being pregnant. When do these people get sex? And then until he asked one of his friends, Indian friends, hey man, I never hear you Indian people talking about sex, but I see that you guys producing babies and stuff. That guy was like, no, we don't talk it, we do it. So this is the issue. An act of sex is a doing thing. This is something to be done. It's not something to be talked. It's not something to be shot on camera unless you are a porn star. I don't even understand this long distance relationship. Even so, you are not sure. Yeah, I know now WhatsApp has tried to send to create those one-time messages, the ones that have you can only see it once.
You can't even screen grab it.
Yeah, you can't even screen grab it, which is cool. It has got some privacy element with it, but still, I'm sure people that it has a resonance of not trusting. If you're sending that nude picture to your partner and then it's only see once, yes, you're protecting yourself, but they may interpret it as if you don't trust them.
Hey, this other guy was so desperate that he had to watch it and take a picture of it.
With some different device.
Because, the moment you go out, then you cannot get it.
Yeah, there's hacks to it. There's hacks to it. Somebody's going to take another device and shoot the thing. So you're not entirely safe with that also.
Yeah, but Oksalayo, Mzo, you see, at times you need to show your niggas that you did. But I can't they're not sure. You tell them, hey, it's done there. And they don't want to believe.
No, you see,
yeah.
You see, this. I'm glad when you bring this up, because Amajita are the ones that are violating. If I need to stop Machita and this zone, I'm gonna change, but this one needs to be addressed. Amachita, they like to brag about and the intimate moments that they've had with whomever.
Exactly.
Hey, Andy, ndilandikile pa ndibethile pa kwathini. And then see Machita njonga break qonba you Amachita nawo kabaselana. And kuthiwe this picture, I've seen a lot of these memes where these pictures are for you only, baby. Don't. Kuthiwe there's and then ubona umjita biza amajita kujongwe efonini yakhe. Kujongi. So amajita they are childish like that. You are given somebody is being vulnerable with you and showing them their intimate side, which should be shown to you only. And when you use it as a way of bragging and a way of...
Maybe you also want to make sure that they don't go behind and tell them, no, it's done, it's me. When I sorted. So
that's not the case. That's not always the case. Sometimes you're quasi Machita your brag, except Machita check. Yendi betile pa ufike utbonsa Machita. I say, John Handley, we been betties all.
But I'm not.
Job, go at Machita. You fit responsibly condom. Responsibly vet condom. Bona Machita ne wa. Go. After that, I was prepared. We are saying, why we use a condom when I'm done? Why? We have always needs a booze, pieces of break up. Hey, when pass up.
There's a day I was calling Machita to my house. Hey, Jens, come over, man. There's pussy galore here. Come over to my house. He said, man, show us first.
Okay.
Show us. Then I took of whatever settings that I had. I sent it. Then that one said, man, is this one we picked at Club 7 last week? So we know that one, man.
Yo.
Club
You see,
7.
so there's a downside even to this breaking thing, but now we are not talking about those instances where like you are with Onundindwa, like that you just picked as two men. I'm talking about you and your partner.
Oh, so those who you pick as to men, you are allowed to.
No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed.
It's actually a criminal act.
I agree with you.
To record someone. What's the right term? Without
their consent. They need to consent.
Yes,
yeah, there needs to be consent. Whether it's verbal, whether it's however. But if you are going to hide a camera like the way you did, Wayne, that was
a woman, bro.
Even if she's a woman, she needs to consent to being recorded. Yeah. Because it's not like, unless you were recording her on her own device, to say there's a video of us on your device, a device that is held by you, that is governed by you, and then when you got that thing.
This is when now you do. What did they say?
Revenge
porn.
What? Revenge porn.
Revenge porn.
They call it revenge porn, and that one is like a person using those images, intimate images or videos, to like saying, okay, I'm gonna leak these things. Because we had an examples of such. John, even that lady, that spa.
Yeah.
That spa.
Yeah, when it okay, you can go ahead, but I think you want to talk about it was actually the boyfriend who leaked that.
Apparently it was the boyfriend. But things can get blurry. This is why I was talking about the fact that it should only be one device. Because the second device, there's two of us have it. If it gets leaked, if that boyfriend said no, I don't know how it got leaked, or he became careless with his phone, and then somebody picked it, or he sent it to his buddy, his friend, his ninja, and then the ninja's like, and he was like, hey, don't share this with anyone. I just want to show you, don't. And then you don't know if ninja yake, then somebody else who didn't consent about whatever's happening now it's their face on that thing. Like what you're saying, that celebrity, this guy's face is not there. How dare you post something?
This guy was posting on Twitter, even writing, guys, at such time, there's phase 2, there's part 2 of this. I forgot.
I remember this one of these celebrity guys.
Yeah, it was a guy posting some chick. I think the chick is a celebrity. And you were saying there's part 2 coming.
That guy was also a celebrity. He was revenge porning.
Yeah.
It's the typical revenge porn.
It's such time, and he gave us 3 parts of this thing.
It's horrible.
But now,
no way.
His face was not being shown on these videos.
That is the fucked up part.
Yeah, because it was just the chick there sucking and all that. I've forgotten who it was, but recently, about 4 or 5 months ago.
You see, okay, coming back to this trending news now of this PDD guy. Some of the people that apparently got allegedly were videotaped there, do they know that they were on camera or there were hidden cameras around the house?
I didn't really follow that story. What is happening with that guy? Those stories.
Well, I don't know. To get too much, but
they just target these guys. You make money in America. You are black. The next thing.
No. Don't say that. Don't brush the criminalities off that were happening there. Okay. But this is not what we want to discuss. I wanted to talk about the angles of the cameras and everything. But now, if you have a CCTV camera on your house, sometimes maybe for security reasons, maybe not for reasons of shooting personal sex tape, but now it so happens to be there, and then you guys do the deed in your bedroom, and then there's a footage of you in that CCTV camera, you guys doing it. When you are protecting your house for criminals, there could be a lawsuit of that kind coming.
Unbuzi, after the shoot, I want to tell you of a certain situation that happened actually in the week. where you know.
No. We want it now. Okay.
No,
okay.
no.
What day of this week? Let's not.
Actually, it happened yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Okay. Yesterday was Friday.
Yesterday was Saturday.
Okay. All right. So you guys went drinking.
It was even before the drinking. It was before the drinking.
Oh, Jens again before the drinking. Because you have your camera running.
Where?
In your house? Or?
No, I have alarm system.
Okay.
So there's those things
that
are like there are cameras.
Okay.
But the cameras they don't record.
Okay.
Like it's not CC.
Okay.
TV. They sense movement.
Okay.
The alarm.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Just that.
So
it's just that there are people who thought that's actually
a
CCTV.
A CCTV camera.
Yeah.
All right. So when you were doing the and then that thing went off.
Not really. It's somebody who's like, I'm an only, yeah.
While you guys were busy doing the thing. See, that's him. He told us.
It was not me, it was somebody else.
Oh, okay.
But like what I'm saying,
but
somebody was the kind of,
I'm gonna ask Maxine, but how did this happen? Did he not know, Maxine?
You don't know it.
Since you
was I with Maxine?
Not where now. Maxine, was it not Maxine?
Yeah, it was some other guy you don't know. I was not with Maxine as well. Was I with Maxine as well? Yes, I was with Maxine as well.
All right, never mind. Moving right along. But Machita, we want to hear your views also on personal sex tapes and the consent. When should a lot of people want to do the consent about the video once the video has happened and the criminal act has happened? When you were seen trying to manipulate the angle of the camera, you've already done the criminal act. The person needs to consent before to say, look, I want it. This is the thing. Now you're being manipulative. If we are doing it sneakily, sneaky.
Even South Africa is so big, probably my video that guy was petty or something. So probably my video is circulating somewhere there in Limpopo.
You know what? The other issue about the internet keeps it might circulate in Limpopo, and then somebody else
to resurface.
I tell you.
What will happen is
once
the day
very difficult
somebody who knows you sees it.
It's very look. People are going to see it. They are like, nah, I've seen better porn than this one. Okay, until somebody likes it and keeps it in their device, and then they want to show it their friend. It's very easy for people to share things of people that they don't know. They are just sharing it. Yeah, don't. This guy, and then it's shared. But to retract something that's already online and on the internet, remember that intro yethu besingene ngayo apha yoba andikho happy ngebanjwa, but that one elabanjwa alisifotanga. There's that one. You are not doing personal sex tapes.
That was a phone. That was a phone recording.
But it's not their phone. Somebody else.
Nah, nigga.
Is that their phone?
That was their phone. That was because if you check, he goes like even checking.
Oh, he's looking at the camera.
Yeah. That was their phone.
But were you happy with PC yak?
No, PC banjo. Man.
Okay, never mind. Moving right along. Kukomchita kuthiwa ngulandika. When back when we were amachita ehlala phela ispeak. And then we were drinking like big young and reckless. So this guy, he comes to these other guys. Other friends yet, a friend yet. He gets to their room, and then when he opens, there's this guy having sex there. The last he checked, this guy was drunk. But now he's concerned, this guy, he goes then, Yakola said, no, this guy doesn't have a condom. He's not wearing a condom. And then he goes to take his phone from his room. And then shoots. This guy is busy doing this thing with this lady. They are not even aware what's going on. that there's a photo being taken. This guy takes a photo, and then he goes back to his room. Following day, he's asking him, hey, what's up? Hey. Oh, okay. That's not his real name, but hey, did you use a condom? He's like, yeah. I put on a condom. He's like, come here. Look here. Guy hadn't used the damn thing. He's like, yeah, there we go. So you see there's that kind of thing where this guy is using that, his consent. It's not like he wanted to expose him. He showed him the photo, and then the guy deleted the photo afterwards. He was like, no, you can delete that photo, but I want to show you when you are reckless with your life.
But so why should it be a concern so much? Or what you have to even sit here and talk about the sex tapes and all that? What about people who shoot porn?
There are people
who shoot porn where there is a whole crew filming. A whole crew, cameraman, sound guy, and people are told, ready, go.
Wait.
They go that side. Yeah.
Let's leave that thing to professionals. Those people don't care whether they're exposed or not.
No, you with porn, definitely you will be exposed because you are paid. Then people take that content.
I'm saying the people who consent to be on camera, they've signed consent forms and stuff. So the kind of personal sex tapes here are ones we do for our intimate partners. And the ones that are there, those people will get paid when you are not going to get paid. And number two, you are opening yourself up to being manipulated in the future. Somebody's going to do this and that and that. But there's this other thing when I weigh. And of which ladies, they like doing this. Ladies, I'm on you. Imagine if there were sex tapes involved. Lento ingakwazi ukwenza da umntu yestratweni you talk about all of these things. Imagine such a person having their sex tapes on their phone. Then
I thought maybe you're just gonna end by her telling people that as long as they don't have the graphic part, man, who is gonna believe that?
This is the thing. Imagine now with that woman that you guys had personal sex tapes that you love between the two of you and all of that.
Yeah, but she should be there in the video as well. What is she gonna?
She will be there, but she doesn't. At a point now, when a person has got something, they can manipulate. They can crop their own face. They can do things. When you are at the mercy of their professionalism, if they are unprofessional and they don't give a shit about you anymore, they want to take you down. They are going to use that personal sex tape. Then what's the point? It just opens you. I think the value, the benefit is outweighed by the risk in this situation. There's a big risk of it being leaked, a risk of it a revenge porn, a risk of losing the device or no longer have access to the device. Talking about such a device, a lady who used to stay at next door was endlini. And icheri yaza kum isicela bandilungisele ifoni yayo. Phone yayo ivuleka ithini.
What is this now? Lady or icheri? The same lady was staying next door.
It's just uhlala next door. Uzise ifoni yakhe cela ndimlandikele. Don. And akakwazi uku-access devices yakhe ivesi yakhe ndibuze ke ndithi mna ke no man, I think yona problem ile memory card. Should I wipe a memory card okanye ndithini? Don. Athi noba uyiformatile noba utheni yabo. Qonke ke mna ndithi you are going to lose the pictures.
Let me store them somewhere.
Yeah, let me just do that. And also find out, hey, there are some naked pictures in that thing.
When you're already storing them in your laptop or something.
Yeah, I had already stored them to back them up before I do something with the phone. To wipe the phone and wipe everything. Like a virus or something. So you get such. So now if you are keeping these personal sex tapes and everything, and then your phone now all of a sudden it's not working. You can't even unlucky to say, okay, let me go delete something. It has to go to a technician. I'm sure technicians out there, they see a whole lot of personal content, intimate yabantu, like incriminating stuff, that you think I'm gonna delete this later.
But this thing of sex tapes, it's all fun and games.
I don't even see the fun part. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm old school.
Till me at Kabana, okay, then somebody starts talking here. Oh, we agreed that this is when we're going to close.
No, focus. Why, Lil?
So it's all about fun. So when I would take a video of us doing the deed, then later on we chill on the bed, we laugh about it. It's fun. As you had advised people, maybe soon after watching, you can delete. Everything is all fun and games.
I don't see
At
fun
times
in it.
we forget to wipe.
I'm sorry.
And then we get angry at each other. Then somebody now says they're going to leak this stuff for the public to see. But I mean, why would you do that?
All right. Let me do this. Pula pekaya okanye viewer out there. Do this quickly for me. One day when you are masturbating, just record yourself and watch that and see how comfortable that is. Right? Now, do it again with your partner and watch yourself. It's very uncomfortable to watch yourself. I don't understand why even people want to record themselves having sex, having the most vulnerable moment of their lives, being on
What do you mean sex is being vulnerable?
Vulnerable, which means that you are open, everything and you are busy in the act of with somebody else. This is
what do you mean with somebody else?
This
is the problem.
No. Sex is sacred and it should be treated as such.
Well, now I see. It might be a problem if you're doing it with somebody else that we don't know. As I remember, sitting in it was actually my ex-girlfriend. When I told her, hey, listen, that same ex-girlfriend, I've always had one ex-girlfriend. I told her, hey, Bona, this is what happened. You know what she said to me? Wait a minute, I don't mind. Honestly, because it was with you. And everybody knows.
Okay.
It's you.
That you were my partner.
Yeah, everybody. No, we were dating that time. We were dating, and everybody knows that. So fuck them. If they see it and decide to go and have it viral. Now, I think the problem is probably now if you are in this act and it's videoized and it goes viral with somebody else that we don't know, I think this is where an issue. Or we find you viral with different people.
No, Wayne. Wayne, I disagree. Even with your partner, because it becomes worse then, because you want to protect your partner, you want to protect yourself. So now if something like that leaks, and then quick video of yourself, there was Unandipa Matebese, there was one time was saying, hey Mzo, boyfriend yam, Bruce, ukubonile wena, in a porn scene or something. And I'm like, what? Bruce serious ukubonile. And it was you, so, and he's not mistaking. Hey, time goes. I meet that Bruce guy, and I ask him, hey, Ninja, come on, man, tell me, you saw me in a porn at Mzo. I'm gonna show you. You must come to my place. I'm gonna show you that you. I never even went there, but I never got to understand what may have happened. Okay, fine. Years go, and I'm like, fuck. I've never acted porn. Don't have sex tapes going around. I've got nothing. So whatever they are saying is a lie. They are saying, there you are sleeping with a white woman there, in that porn and stuff. And I'm like, oh well, maybe it's a lookalike, because at some point there was someone who said they met someone who looked like me in London. The white guy came and greeted me. Hey, Mzo. He didn't say Mzo. He greeted, hey, how's it? I'm saying this guy is friendly. The second time he greets me, he's asking, when did you come down? Come down here to South Africa. I'm like, no, I've always been here. He's like, no, you are that guy from London. No, I'm not from London. I'm from here. I've never been to London. I'm like, he was like, I left that guy puzzled. So there could be a lookalike out there who's a porn star, looks like me. So it's not me.
You wanted to make extra cash and you did some porn. You were hustling. This guy was hustling there and
No, but I wouldn't dare do such. I wouldn't dare do such. I'm old school way.
There's this guy, he was shaving his balls. So he used his phone camera as mirror.
Okay.
But we have some other hand. There are messages coming through. He didn't realize that it was on a live Facebook feed.
Flipping sharks. Ooh la la.
So I want to gadget way to lower. Bro, the nigga is sharing. Kuyangena my message move. Hey, nice eating. I'm a likes, baba.
I'm a likes. Yes. But there's your phone up, man. Your phone up, your phone.
No, we are phone.
Oh, okay. So for me, Wayne, this thing is there are legalities around this. Guys, if umntu wakho kufotile while nisenza lento kanye noma ukufote uhamba ngamabele noma ukufote uhamba usiye bathroom usithini, there are legalities around this. If you haven't consented to it, mxelele uba uzomdibanisa nomthetho, because it's not enough to say to a person they must delete it. Sometimes you delete something, it goes to the trash bin. They can always retrieve it back from the trash bin. So the devices now, we are living at a very dangerous times. You can be caught on camera doing something. I know there was a photo of people having sex, I think at toilets, a guy with a
I remember that, but somebody confirmed like that was not Rand.
It was not Rand. But
they were having sex and somebody climbed at the back of the
climbed
sex in the toilet.
And then take a shot there. That's a criminal act and stuff. There was another one of a polo guy who was shot by the policeman who came and said, "Hey, Nenzandona, hey, what are you guys doing here?"
Then he dressed up from the back seat, then he went to the front.
So people, we live at a dangerous time where you could easily be a victim of this cyberbullying or this kind of thing. And once something leaks on the internet, once it goes viral, then there's no control over it. And I know we've had many people are taking their lives over being overwhelmed by something of this nature and pressure and saying, how am I going to face the world afterwards? Imagine now, uqabana nomuntu wakho after uqabene ahambe poster yonke le nonsense yakho ayibeka on your wall, ayibeke everywhere.
Why are lights off?
Allah.
Lights.
The lights are not off, Wayne.
No, the lights were here.
Oh, okay. No, we'll deal with them.
Oh, okay.
A bit later. They won't affect.
It's the first time on record with no lights.
Yeah. I didn't realize, and sorry. Yeah, so such, and then how you take it. Remember, Singabantu, we take things differently. Now, I thought that lady kwa spa was going to
commit suicide. Yeah, man,
Yeah, so we've got different kinds of resiliences, and some people are more resilient than others.
You see, somebody, I don't know, somebody made me to join this other WhatsApp group. Hey, but in that group, every 30 minutes somebody sends porn.
Personal porn.
It's mixed. It's mixed porn. Yeah. Sex tapes, everything. Let me show you now. But I've been trying to go out of that group for a long time now. I'm struggling. I want to, because
I think you're liking what's coming.
So, but I've archived it. You actually remind me at work, Namtaji. This guy, he's a very funny guy. This colored Mandela. He likes to crack jokes. So he looks at me. He hasn't seen me in a while since I was transferred to the night. So he saw me. He said, hi, how are you? Long time. I said, nah, I'm not well. He says, what's wrong? And I said, my wife just ran away from me last week. And he says, yeah, you are lucky. I wish I was you.
Yeah.
He's ninja, and then he's I'm stuck with mine.
That's what he says.
Yeah, but he was smoking over there. I'm stuck with mine.
He's pointing at his wife. Ooh la
So
la.
yours ran away. You are lucky. Keep it like that. Okay, back to E sex tape. But I still want to do a sex tape. This is the only way we are going to be remembered.
You are going to be remembered by a sex tape.
Bonamanje. This is not enough. Podcast is not enough. You need to do a lot.
No way. Imagine now that thing leaks to your children.
Yeah.
That lady Raspa, if her kids see that, they don't have it. You get bullied at school.
You are the same person who told me you should embrace change and allow the way the world is moving, because it will never be the same as Dala and all that. Well, it's just that 100 years from today, it now won't be there. You'll be surprised that probably.
So, do you want people of 100 years to see your porn?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But people of 100 years, you'll be surprised. It will be order of the day that you cannot have sex without a camera. Probably why? Because there will be a lot of lies from women that he raped me and all that. So there's a camera there that shows how it started and how it ended.
That's an interesting angle. That's an interesting angle because if you're talking about to say that we can use this as evidence, but still there are two people involved. That means that you guys need to consent about it, so that you
leave the consent. But the fact is, okay, you're right. The consent maybe is. But what I'm saying is 100 years from today now, it will be a bill passed in the parliament. There's a camera there. It sees how it started. She probably is the one who pulled me from watching news in the dining room.
No, you know, Wayne, I've always had this view. Okay, I respect what you're saying, but I've always had this view that technology is moving faster than the laws.
Mm-hmm.
And it's moving faster than the opportunities are moving at a fast lane than the protocol, not policies that govern it. Not so long ago, I went to Czech Republic. There, at a conference, I could see that a lot of people are tech heads. Everybody there was like so intrigued in like showing what in presenting what they wanted to present, like exciting technological stuff, technological innovations, and everybody. But now I've had to write an article after that from coming there because I was funded to go there by DPC, so I had to write. But upon writing that, I realized you know what? But too technical, about too much about technology, that are devising software, devising this, that. But there are no policymakers. There was not even one person who was a policymaker. There was not one person who was in governance. It was all people, programmers, everybody, all the tech heads were there. Then if technology is not governed, it will always supersede every other law of every country. You understand? So this is the thing. We are so much invested in technology, and technology has sheer. So Tina, we shouldn't condemn the law simply because we have not invested in technology in laws and see how we can protect people from the technology that we create. We are not developing anything in that respect. The simplest one. I'm sure AI software and cameras and everything and all of that. When you go and buy this phone, the government officials, okay, maybe somebody is going to have to look at the features and look at everything before it gets approved to the country. So, but they're like, no, it's a good device. I think it's SABS approved. Fine. But now, it's not only about the device. It's also about the software. The software you're going to download, it's not going to come and be SABS approved. The software that you download in there. Some software is hacking some other people's WhatsApps. There was WhatsApp GPT or something. GB or something. Yeah. All of these things that come from the black internet, that come from the hackers, that will be there, that are of use to us, that the government does not even know about. Even if this phone was taken with all of those software, even the person who approves this phone is like, no, this is a nice phone, can take pictures. They are not so suave to even know about the capabilities of what the software that you download and install on this thing are capable of doing. This is where the danger is. The danger is that we cannot, as much as we say, nah, it's not legal. Not popular act, don't use of people's personal information, blah blah blah. No way. You go to that thing is too late. You go to PEP, you want to send someone money, give us your ID. Somebody scans your ID, you go to every other shop. Your personal information is lying all over the show. So that is just a way of the government, and see. I don't see it being robust and being out of, like, really working like the Popular Act. It's just an act there so that people no, we are just quiet about your personal information being out there. But you want a service to sneak ID, you want to copy of your ID. ID, they make a photocopy. It's skewed. All this one's fine. I'm gonna use this one. End up people.
But do you know, Ramzo, have you ever seen in a situation where you're just sitting here, somebody calls you, hello, Mr. Tutuka, I'm calling you from Life Auto Insurance.
Yeah.
I believe you work for this organization, and I believe you might be interested in it. Do you know how they get that information? I believe you should have probably some department store account, or you've had before. In your life, you've probably had some Louis or Edgar's.
Yeah.
And you profile yourself. Most would ask you job title, level of education, age, year born, your phone number, address, everything. They now build some leads. They call them leads. Okay. Professionals. These are professionals. These are just basic whatever. Then they sell that to those people. They're called leads. So somewhere, somehow, when they have your detail, your age, your sex, your weight, your likes, your dislikes. But it's also even coming on the internet now. You know, if you go on Facebook and just go to the site here, BMW, on that same day, they'll be posting the stuff about BMW. If you check the whole day, they'll be telling you, there's BMW, Orange Farm City, there's BMW, Century City. I want to just because the fact that when you logged into this.
Sometimes you don't even have to log into something even just by liking it or maybe viewing it once, because now I remember this, we are living in the age of the Internet of Things. Every device is an information collector now. phone Wayne has got information that it feeds to the internet about Wayne and everything. So it's slowly becoming difficult to control what of your personal information is on the internet. And then there's a rise of AI now, and of which is getting even scarier. I was showing Norma the other day, they were like, can you search my name? Search so-and-so so that I can know what the internet knows about me. Such things. So, we are not deviating from the topic. We are still in the same personal sex tapes, but we are just wanting to show other dangers around having your personal information or things about India, Chawin, and then Shushana. When's that done? All right. Okay, moving right along. Guys, here's another advice that I want to give. There's personal hygiene sometimes. There's your like cleanliness at home. There's cleanliness everywhere, but there should be cleanliness also on the web. Your web cleanliness should also be something that we need to take care of. Umzekelo when away is sometimes I know people, sometimes at the end of the year, like beginning of the year, people they look at their friend list and then they remove some people that they don't know and everything. Or people that are like, no, this is a scam. No, I care what I'm going to take Forex. Let me delete, let me block. That is your web hygiene, your personal web hygiene. And then you move on now to your pictures of yourself. I don't think it needs to end by who can see your profile, who can see that. All of that is to secure yourself so that whatever information that you put up there is for the people that you are putting it up there. You go to the pictures, your pictures, delete some old pictures. Sometimes I'm no longer friends
from your socials. You delete old pictures.
Social. No, with on my socials, I'm with Wayne there. I no longer want to be seen with Wayne because right now the celebrity on Wayne is changing on my picture. I need to go there and just remove all of those pictures. It's my personal. How I want the world to see me, it needs to be tailored by me. Because at the end of the day, my point is that we are going to die. And then when you are dead, nobody's going to do all of these things. People are going to see things that you may not want them to see about yourself. Even posts, even your ideologies. Sometimes you were a Muslim. Right now, you've converted to be a Christian. Now people see that stuff.
Yeah, but when you're dead, you're dead.
That's the thing. When you're dead, you're dead. When you're dead, you're dead. But there's a representation of you.
Oh.
Of you, where your kids are looking at that thing. And dead like this, dead was with this, dead was this, was with this. My dad was a Casanova. Or he was sin. Oh, there was a sex tape of him leaked there. Ninja. This is where I'm taking a very long route, but I'm trying to say there's this hygiene that we need to keep of the web kind of stuff. It goes back now to your phone. What kind of pictures you keep here? You should regularly check on them and delete those that are incriminating, those of your personal sex tapes.
When my grandkids
protect people.
My grandkids, when they see me 100 years from today, they see my sex tape, I'll be a celebrity. But they'll be showing their friends. Look at my grandfather. He was the man. They'll be making money because they'll be getting royalties.
You speak as if you'll be. That thing is not official. It was just leaked. It was just
leaked. A law then.
It leaked in Limpopo and then it moved until it gets.
There'll be a law then. When something leaks. Views, Pella.
I don't understand what kind of false future you are living in. I don't think this is where things are going. Humanity is self-destructing. Even such.
That won't be alive. There'll be somebody responsible. Their phone will Mr. Tutuka, we saw your sex tape went viral. Please give us your bank account.
Is that what you guys do these personal sex tapes for?
No, okwamanje. It's disgusting. It's a risky business. You'll be labeled one of the worst people in the society if your sex tape leaks. But in English, in years to come, you'll be surprised. My sex tape leaks.
Well,
They'll actually contact me and say, "Hey, we like the angle you were doing it today."
Okay, so Queen of Tway, you DJ Wicked style because it was seen from your. But Wayne, there's this part of what you're saying is another. This is another risk. You're pointing to another potential risk. These websites that sell porn or your, I don't know, what are the porn sites where you guys watch your porn?
No. I have a WhatsApp group. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have a WhatsApp.
So
But
some of these they buy porn. So
it's
now
big money.
So now when you are with your partner and then you did this, one day your partner is desperate. They want money. And they're like, nah, let me log into this and just there's that video of me and Wayne. Let me just afumane lo $150. Then that's it. You are there, you are a porn star.
McGee was interviewing this other girl at some point, sometime last year, I think. She actually confirmed that she's a porn. You're called a porn star. She was saying she was getting 35,000 per set. 35,000 rands. It's big money, man. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You seem like you're considering it.
I'm a man. You see, at this age, I don't think I'll rise to the occasion. I wanna.
I'm not swinging the way you right.
Man. Besides the swinging, we have overused our organs. At this age now.
Don't say we. They say I.
People of my age. We have a mileage. Didn't we talk about it?
But you see the Masialas in the porn doing it.
They eat muti. Like whatever. There's a friend of mine.
Now
at work. Yeah, there's a colleague of mine who actually gave me some stuff. He said I should go and mix it with machewe and drink it. He says,
hey.
I'm gonna give you some.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. I don't want. No, you see the problem with these things. Once you take supplements, you become dependent.
Today is gonna be.
And they mess around with your biology. But I'm warning you.
I'm gonna take a sex tape, and we see
a sex tape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you see how we see the drive, Baba.
from this muti that you got to use.
From this that I got to eat, this guy just said.
Should I borrow you the GoPro? So because this needs to be taken in high definition. Because a phone is going to be.
Hey.
A phone is going to be. Is going to feel the moment.
Yeah, don't worry. Phone will do it. Then you never know, bro. But I got this so that I can try it out. So that it's a business model that I'm looking into selling this stuff.
See your personal porn.
No. The mpesu. The muti of it.
Impesu.
I don't know what is
it. What do they call that thing? I bought you an impesu.
No, mpesu is not jwala. Mpesu is this powder that you have for a sex drive.
Are you being paid by Mbesu to advertise on this channel?
Mbesu.
Okay.
Mbesu. I don't even think they watch this.
Okay, that's fine. All right. No, that's clear. But let's get back to the point, guys. What are our final thoughts about? Because I want to. Let's package it and give it to people. What do we think about personal sex tapes? Is this a good thing? Is it an advisable thing to do? But I'm sure Abashari, they already know which side I'm leaning towards.
No, I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have a record of these things, because it's just like wedding pictures, graduation pictures. It's memories that will still linger in our heads, and we miss those memories. If you are tired of that person, then you destroy. Well, maybe the only problem is that now, with videos now, they'll end up on the looks of, you end up in the different wrong hands or wrong eyes. But besides that, it's not a bad thing. Do your thing. Record. Keep. Have a library.
You know,
on our Valentine's Day, on our honeymoon.
No, the thing about this, when you talk about graduation photos, about wedding photos, those are for public consumption. They can be seen by the public. But things, having sex, when you record yourself while you're having sex, is more in the line. Can you record yourself while you are having a poop there in the toilet?
The idea.
That's a personal moment that should not be recorded. That this is where I'm going towards.
Yeah, but the fact you would poop yanuga, then it should just stay there.
Camera.
No, but
on camera it doesn't.
I want poop, so don't record it because yanuga, keep it in the toilet. Sex. Who doesn't like sex?
Then you are implying that the sex tape that you are doing is for people. You are not doing it for people.
No. Initially, I said it's for your own consumption. But with today's world and the lives that we live today, I want to say Aman and all that, then it ends up in wrong hands. Then there it is online. I don't think there's anybody who takes a personal sex tape to have it eventually online, unless if you're a porn star. Besides, Wayne, let's say, okay, let me take you on this one that you're talking about. Let's say then you have that personal sex tapes with Lady P. Who is Lady P?
I'm just making an example. With Lady P. Ngiyacabana no Lady P. Being a professional guy as you are, you don't post that thing or you use it against Lady P. Now, eventually, you go out with Lady Z. But you still have sex tapes Lady P on your phone. Now you are going out with Lady Z. How do you think Lady Z is going to be happy with that one?
I think it's high time you actually do the sex tapes when you have a stable partner or or something. Why? Because this boy Lady P, Lady Z,
I don't even. No. But you never know. Sometimes you think you're stable with someone. You think you have a future.
Then you delete. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, are you gonna come personally and say, "Hey, babes, let's put our phones here. Now, let's see what we have of each other, so that we can delete those sex tapes that we did."
Listen, Shiana, that's the other problem. When
you don't even want to see each other.
You don't even want to see each other.
This is the problem. I don't. Okay, no way. I don't think let's make this topic, because it's very clear. You made it clear that personal sex tapes should be done for what? For memorabilia of you and your partner, or whatever the case.
What's that other thing that they use? Alumni.
But this is this one.
Alumni.
Okay. So how many alumni would you be having right now on your phone if you were to keep everyone's sex tape? No, this is not ethical. The ethics must be revisited, because the more we dive deeper into technologies, the more we lose ethical, moral compass and ethical.
But you see what I'm saying? When we came up with the sagas of couplehood, if you check, I've mentioned this numerous times. It's topics that seem to align themselves with how life has turned around to be in a different state of affairs as compared to how things have been 20, 30 years ago. This is what prompted us to come up with the sagas of couplehood. Because, I mean, if I'm going to take out my grandmother who died in 1993 from the grave and tell her, hey, there's a sex tape. I mean, she'll be surprised. What's a sex tape? Because during her era, she had to take a picture on a black and white camera. She waits for that cameraman. I don't know if it was the same thing in your hood, where you have to take a picture and you wait for that man to fill up the camera, and he
come in a week or so.
In some dark room and stuff like that. Then, but hey, here's the thing, when I'm so. You don't pay when they take a picture of you. It's only because it can get banned. Then they'll have to take you another one and all that. You only pay when he brings back the photo. After a week, that man comes with the bicycle, then he brings the photos, then you pay. If you don't pay, in our hood, you will have a big board like that. Then he displays your photo there as a form of punishment that you couldn't pay. It's like 20 years ago. You put we have to expose it.
Embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. And probably you are sitting on your man's lap and you're holding each other and you got a flower there and all those things going on. So this stuff of this was basically like now a photo going viral.
That he was viral. He was taking you viral. He was It was
So I was talking about my grandmother, that if we're going to wake her up and say, Granny, do you know a sex tape? Sex tape, So now there are phones that record. My grandmother died when we were still using So this is today. This is how things are. We think we are playing, say, record. And this has a record.
I know. I get that.
Isn't it you who sent me this Matala who was saying, life has really changed? Why? Because I don't know how much I had to go through to see a naked woman. Was it you?
Yeah, it was.
But in this day and age, if we take a phone now, we can do it now. We go to Facebook. We won't scroll more than
a
minute. We'll see somebody naked.
That what Dad was saying, we would pay a lot to see a woman in her panties. But right now, you don't pay nothing, you just go to your phone.
Dada, you were saying you would need to pay so much, then you have a naked woman. I don't know where they would get that naked woman, or you'd have to pay to go into some joint, or you need to pay for her to come through to you. But now, you can take this phone. So we scroll, we won't go a minute. You see somebody shaking their palm naked.
Yeah. So you should see, Wayne, my take on this is, all right, on personal dignity. Yeah, it's all good to have your personal sex tapes. But now where it infringes is in how people, if it changes how people look at you afterwards. This is the thing. Once people see you in such a state, they never look at you the same way they used to look at you. So the respect, some people will respect you. Some people will lose respect, but it becomes extreme. Those who respect you are those maybe that are inclined with this line of thinking that you have of the future and sex being but people who still hold on to the human morality, you are going to lose respect there. And I know there's some people that have lost jobs as a result of being inclined into something like this. There was an article of was it an HMI magazine or something? Some people that were fired from work because they were at a party, but in that party that they were at, somebody got raped in the bathroom or something. And then now, but I think it was due to posts, something. There was something like that. People were laid off to say the workplace is like, this goes viral. They are going to take our company down. Let's get rid of them and whatnot. So now, even such things, the leaking is not so much more on your personal capacity, but on the capacity of who you are associated with. So as soon as kusitwa nangu mchita viral kuhambe in the tape yakhe viral don't way mna ekokomiko yazihambela uhlala kwetafile, because I'm not going to stand in the bangaba sitting there around you ube ukhonjwa, and me being associated with all of that. That's the stand of that, what that company did. And there's personal dignity that needs to be maintained. Remember, trust and dignity are the next commodity in terms of exchange. People do things with people that they trust, with people that share the same kind of moral integrity. This is what we need to be aware of. So besides that leak being affecting you personally, it may affect your professional life.
To add more sentiments to what you're actually saying, Uri, when now you are viral over some sex step, then dignity, you lose your dignity. Just like, when like at work, you are a senior and you sleep with a subordinate. The level of respect, or let's say, like a helper, who's is something decently. And you got a wife and you got somebody who's, then you sleep with her. Overnight, the respect changes.
Shift like that.
Yeah, but I don't know why God designed it like that. I mean, sex is so powerful.
It is. But here's the other thing. When I'm not sure, were you done? Maybe finish your point. Yeah. The other aspect, before I forget about it, because now this wine is, it slaps differently between women and men. If I am seen on tape sleeping with Lisa is seen. People are like, she's a whore. And then when they look at the guy, he's the man. Yeah, he's the chap. This is the other aspect that before we close, let's analyze that. A woman it slaps differently to be seen on tape between a man and a woman. How so? You see, this is why we need to protect. We need to, sometimes me as a man, I don't mind that much to be seen on tape, because I'll get a praise instead of being lashed. But a woman is going to be labeled differently.
But life has always been like that, man. When it comes to these things of privacy, and you see, there are countries where a woman grows all her life where you can only see the eyes. This is how much they protect your girl child. So
what I'm trying to say, as much as whether you take it casually into your personal sex tapes, but your partner, it might be the wound might be deeper on your partner than you. Exactly. When you just say, I don't mind.
Exactly, I'm with you on that one. But that's the sentiments that I'm trying to echo. But women have always been characterized as those people who are supposed to be reserved. And in the I remember we were talking about this other issue. You team. I can come to you and say, you remember only little pa? You remember Balban? You remember who?
It's adding points to you.
It's adding points to me. I want as a machita talking. But a chick cannot go to a friend and say, that guy fucked me.
Minus.
That guy fucked me.
Minus. Mileage.
So your question was why?
It slaps differently. No, my question was not so much on why, but was so much on leaking these tapes. As much as we as guys take it casually, simply because we don't get much punishment, and the fact that we are easy to show them is because it's easy for us to get points when we show that. Like you were saying earlier on, you want to show evidence with your child. Why do you show that evidence? Because Amachita will praise you and then give you points.
You know, they don't know. There are times where we do, we as a machita will say, I want to see who's going to shower there first. Let's say it's at work.
We want more.
Let's say they join, we DJs, then new arrivals come through, then we're like, I want to see who's gonna get through there, and I want to make it, things like that. And, I don't know why much that we fantasize on things like that. But it is what it is. 124. We had agreed that the deal was when we finish this container, this decanter, we'll be closing today's topic. So I don't know.
All right, he's running away from some of the things that he nearly leaked. So, but it's fine. Let's grant him his wish, and close, guys. But get on comments and share your own personal stories, or your view on personal sex tapes. As you guys have seen on the episode, I'm against it. When he's up for it, or he doesn't care. I don't know what happens. Yeah, he may be a man of the future. Maybe I'm the man of the past. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, with me, I always try and look at how things will be in the future. And I think this is the way things are going to be. People, you might be surprised, years from today, people will be fighting to sell their sex tapes. He's mine, he's mine. Okay. And there are producers willing to buy and edit them.
But how are you going to enjoy what you're doing while you know that it's on cam, while you are shooting? Because now you're acting, now you're not doing it.
Just like we here, when it's a show. It will be a show. You don't know how life is going to be then.
Okay.
But I'm a sifale, man.
All right, sifale.
So, my people, they're not my people. What do we call them? Our guests or whatever it is. It has been a fruitful discussion. We've been talking about the sex tape, the disadvantages and advantages, and how we tend to have ourselves in a jeopardy after doing these sex tapes, and worse if they're leaked and get to the wrong hands. And as usual, stick away, DJ Nomzo. Bye-bye.